Nintendo, we need to talk. We need to have a little heart-to-heart about this Mario Kart Tour, because frankly, I'm a little let down. So Mario Kart Tour was announced a few months back, and there was a beta for it a little bit ago, and I was hoping to get into that, but I didn't, and I was honestly super excited for this game. But Nintendo, what are you doing? Like, at this point, I know they're a company that wants to make money and everything, but at this point, it feels like they're just making apps for the money rather than the gameplay or the experience like Nintendo is, usually known for. Like, at this point, it just feels like it's a cash grab, and they're doing anything they can to make as much money as possible. And frankly, a lot of it just feels unfair. First off, even outside of the cash grab stuff, the game just doesn't play well. Like, first off, the controls just kind of suck. Like, okay, so to play the game, it's a mobile game, so what would you think you control it with? By default, little dragonfly in here. By default, you touch the screen and slide left and right, and there's only two modes you can use. The first one is turning left and right without any drifting whatsoever, and then option 2 is moving left and right only with drifting. There is no in between, which I guess there's a dragonfly in here again. Which I get. Oh my gosh, can these bugs stop flying in front of the camera? Which, the drifting, in my opinion, is the better of the two, because you can take turns better, and in general, if you just kind of rapidly turn, you can get, different turns. It's whatever, it's doable. Now, a lot of people don't know there is actually tilt controls. Yes, they don't tell you about it at all. You just have to find it in the options. So if you go to the options, there is actually tilt controls. And so what I like to do is tilt control to do minor turns, and then slide the screen to do drifting. So you can get both. The problem is even with tilt controls, it still just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like what Mario Kart has been known for the past several years. It just doesn't control well. And I don't really know why. Like, I guess it's okay controls if it was a generic mobile game, but this is Mario Kart, an official Nintendo IP. This just does not control well for a Mario Kart game. Yes, it's free. Yes, it's on mobile, but even that, it just doesn't feel good. So in general, it's just not it's okay. It's not a super fun. It's not what I would deem to take the Mario Kart name. It feels like they're just using the IP for the sake of using the IP. I feel like they're also using the IP to get more money from you than any other app would probably usually get with, this kind of control scheme. For starters, just a lot of the racers, like even the more common Mario Kart racers you would have, are locked behind paywalls. And along with that, some of the regular racers just aren't even in there. Where's Luigi? Where is he? Where is my Luigi? And then, this is the really sketchy part for me. So when you race, you get a bunch of other players' names, and it seems like you're actually racing against other people. You're not. You're racing solely against CPUs the entire time. Which is, for me, feels like it's cheating and trying to get you into the mindset of buying into the microtransactions. Because you want to be better than, like, if you're playing against a computer, you're not as compelled to buy into microtransactions to beat them as you would be if you're playing against real players. So they use real players' names to kind of trick your mind into feeling like you're playing against real players, and then you just want to buy microtransactions. Now, I don't want to, but there will be people who will want to do better against supposedly real people and buy into the microtransactions. Like, that just seems so tricky and so, just bad. Don't do that. And this is the really weird thing. They have a freaking subscription. That's the same price as Apple Arcade. Apple Arcade is a bunch of games with no microtransactions in them. This is the same price for one mobile game with microtransactions in it. What are you doing, Nintendo? Like, the only thing it really includes is additional items and then 200cc mode. They've locked 200cc mode behind a subscription paywall. Why? It's $5 a month. $5. That's more expensive than their online service for the Switch that comes with SNES games, NES games, playing online. Like, why? The way the pipe mechanic works is you need to buy rubies, which makes no sense because it's like never really been a Mario game as far as I know. But anyways, so it takes 5 rubies to do 1 pipe launch, and you pay $2 for 3 rubies, which is a very odd amount. So to get 1 pipe launch, you have to pay for 2 of those to just get 1, but then that gives you 6. So then you have 1 left over. So then you have to buy 2 more for another pipe launch, and then that brings you to having 7. So then 2 left over, and then finally you can. It's just the numbers add up to making you almost always have extra rubies to almost entice you to buy into more rubies. And here's the real mind blower: is this is a single player experience. You're not playing online with other people at all. We covered this already. And it's gonna be, if you want to actually unlock things, it's gonna be the most expensive Mario Kart for one of the worst controlling. Granted, like, you know, N64 didn't control that well, but this is bad. And to unlock even the main characters you would have in a Mario Kart, you're gonna end up spending more than a normal Mario Kart game. Why? Like, Nintendo knows what they're doing. Why are they doing it? Like, listen, I know Nintendo, I know you need to make money. You're a company after all, you need to make money. But this just feels so wrong. This is just not the right way to do it. It just feels like the entire thing is a cash grab. You're just doing it for the money at this point. Like, this feels like you're betraying the fun that Nintendo is always known for. Now here's the even crazier thing. I don't think people actually realize how bad the chances are to getting some of your more common characters in this game. Like, let's just, because luckily for most app stores now, they're required to post odds for random chance stuff like that. I believe Apple requires it. I'm not sure about Google. But so we have access to the actual odds that this has. So like, this is for the normal group, which is a 5.5% chance. You've got Koopa Troopa, Dry Bones, Baby Daisy, Baby Mario, Baby Peach, and Shy Guy. Now, some people really like those characters, but those aren't the more common that people would go for. Then we've got Super, which is a 1% chance. 1%. You've got Donkey Kong, Toad, Bowser, Mario, Peach, Yoshi, Daisy, Diddy Kong, and Toadette. 1%. And then, what they call high-end, 0.26% chance. 0.26. Dry Bowser, Metal Mario, Peachette, and Pauline. That's just wrong. And like, it's gonna take, if you want to unlock all the characters, you want to for some reason be a completionist on a free mobile game, you're gonna be spending so much money for even if you just want the basic characters. You're gonna be spending a good amount of money. This is just not good. So frankly, even if it could be fixed with better controls, lowering the amount of microtransactions, or increasing the odds of some of the more common, well-known characters, and even, you know, adding in some of the missing characters like Where's Luigi again, they're not going to, frankly, because they're gonna make money off of this, which is a good and bad thing, because yes, it's good, Nintendo makes money, but also, this is just so cheap and so bad. Nintendo, what were you thinking? But anyways, guys, thank you for checking out the video. I have a website, it's gamerscharisma.com. It's a forum dedicated to gaming, including news topics posted by me and other users, and then also reviews, tutorials, various things like that. If you want to check out any of my social media stuff, it is just social.gamerscharisma.com. It'll take you to a page with all my social media links, and you can go and check them out. Anyways, guys, I'll see you next time.